Okay. So welcome everyone to our self-pranic healing online workshop intro talk. Over to Webhav, who's my co-instructor for this workshop.
Thank you all. Good evening. Welcome to the session on Introduction to Self-Pranic Healing Workshop. So my name is Vaibhav. I'm into pranic healing since the last 20 years. I'm one of the trustees of Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing Foundation of Karnataka, a full-time pranic healer, a lawyer by qualification, but I don't practice law. I chose to do pranic healing, so I'm into this profession. I conduct pranic healing workshops at different cities in India. I also teach pranic healing workshops in Israel, in African countries, also in Nepal. Okay, so that's my introduction. With me, we also have my co-instructor, Sheetal. Can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Sheetal Jhunjhunwala. I am a instructor with Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing Foundation of West Bengal. I have been teaching for several years, and I teach workshops mostly in India. And yeah, I'm a full-time healer and instructor. And so I'm really happy that Webhav has joined us here to conduct this workshop for us. So really excited about this. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I do the screen share? Okay, I have the option. That's nice. Okay, so I hope all of you can see this. Yes, Sheetal, can you see this? Just put a thumbs up, I'll understand. Okay, good, thank you. So welcome again to Grandmaster Chokok Sui's Introduction to Grandmaster Chokok Sui's Self-Pranic Healing Workshop. Okay, so we'll try to first understand what pranic healing is. Pranic healing is an ancient science and art of using prana or life force for healing and other purposes. Okay, now you should be wondering how pranic healing works and what is prana, how do you do this? Okay, so for that we'll go into details. So first we'll try to understand what is this all about, how it works, what is prana, etc. So pranic healing is based on two main principles. Okay, the first principle is called as principle of self-recovery, and the second principle is called as principle of life force. So let's go into that. What is the principle of self-recovery? According to this principle, the body is capable of healing or normalizing itself. Do you believe in this? Okay, I think all of you have experienced this. It's not a question of belief, you have already experienced this. Imagine someone's leg is broken. Okay, so the doctors, they put the cast around the leg, and after a month they remove the cast. The person is able to walk without any difficulty because the bone has healed. Now, who healed the bone? If you have a cut or a wound, you just leave it like that. After some days, it's healed. Who healed the wound? Okay, so the body always heals itself. But if you, let's say your the leg of your table or your chair is broken, and you put a cast around it, and after 1 month you remove the cast, will the leg of your table will be healed? It's foolish to expect that. So all the living things have this ability to heal itself. So it's the basic nature of our body to heal, to repair itself, and also to maintain a kind of equilibrium. Okay, so we are all capable of doing that. Now, if this is true, then why does diseases like high blood pressure exist, or asthma, or let's say arthritis? Okay, to understand that, we have to understand the second principle. Okay, the second principle is called as principle of life force. Okay, now the things that we are going to discuss now, you don't have to believe it blindly. In fact, the founder of pranic healing, he's the modern founder of pranic healing. His name is Master Chokok Sui. You saw the name also. Okay, so he's a scientist, he's a businessman, and he's a very practical person. So he says that anything that is told to you, just because it was said by someone or just because you read it somewhere, doesn't mean that it's true. Okay, so if you are intelligent, you'll have an open mind, you'll just listen to it, and then you will experiment. And based on your experiences or results, you will validate it. Okay, so always have this approach. So whatever we will tell you now, you don't have to believe it blindly. You're going to do experiments, experience it, and then you're free to draw your own conclusions. Okay, so I hope you like that approach. So let's talk about the principle of life force. So according to this principle, for the body to be alive, you need life force. Okay, so we all believe that we are living because we eat food, we drink water, and we breathe. Okay, but according to this principle, it also says that you're not just breathing, you're also absorbing something more subtle than air. Okay, this subtle thing is called as the life force. Okay, so this life force keeps your body alive. And when you increase the life force in the body or in the affected parts, the body starts healing itself at an accelerated rate. Okay, now if you take the same example, let's say someone's leg is broken, it takes about a month to heal. You increase the life force in the leg. So instead of, let's say, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, the leg can get healed in 2-3 weeks, something like that. You're shortening the time taken by the body to repair itself. So this life force acts as a catalyst and accelerates the rate of healing in your body. Okay, like I said, you don't have to accept it right now. We'll do experiments. Okay, we'll do experiments. So this principle is less known to people. Okay, now I'll give you some practical experiences. I think some of you have witnessed this. If a child has a wound, okay, let's say you have 3 or 4-year-old children in your house and they have a wound, you'll notice that in 3-4 days the wound is healed. If you have an elderly person in the house, let's say 70-year-old person, and if this person has a wound, have you noticed it takes 10-15 days to heal? Or sometimes if they are diabetic, it gets complicated. Why did children heal so fast? Okay, that is because children have lots of life force, so they heal faster also. Even if you see COVID cases, the children recover faster than adults. Why? Because they have so much of life force. So when you increase the life force in the body tries to heal, self-heal. Okay, so that is what pranic healing does. So in pranic healing, the healer increases the life force in the body to accelerate this rate of healing. And pranic healing is a complementary therapy. Okay, so what is complementary therapy? Complementary therapy is something that makes the treatment complete. Okay, so you take the medicines for the physical body, and along with that, you also do pranic healing for the energy body to accelerate the rate of healing. Okay, that is what pranic healing does. It's a complementary therapy. So what do we do? Before we talk about the techniques that are involved in pranic healing, like I said, we'll do experiments. Okay, so first let's try to experience if this life force really exists. Are you interested? Okay, if you're interested, let's try this. Press the center of your palm. Okay, just once, and all the fingertips. Just once. Okay, now hold them like this with a distance of about 5 inches. Okay, curl your tongue and touch it to the palate. Curl it, touch it to the palate. Now you can close your mouth. I don't want to see what's inside your mouth. Okay, have a smile. Okay, now inhale and exhale slowly. Just relax. Don't expect anything. Okay, just relax. Inhale and exhale slowly. Be aware of the center of the palm and your fingertips. Slowly move your hands away and bring them closer. Okay, continue to move your hands farther and closer. Continue. Have a smile. Just inhale and exhale slowly. If you're sensitive, you will already start feeling something. Okay, let's do something more. Okay, why don't you rotate your hands like this? Try this. Okay, try to change the direction. Be aware of the center of the palm and your fingertips. Okay, do you feel something? Yeah. So if you're feeling something, you can put your hands down. If you don't feel something, punishment for you. Continue. Just joking. Okay, so I think most of you felt something, right? How many of you felt a kind of warming or a cooling sensation, which is one of the most common experiences? Okay, if you have felt, just raise your hand. On I can't see all the cameras, maybe you can put it in the chat box. Another common experience is you'll feel a kind of magnetic sensation, attraction, repulsion. That is also something which many people experience. Okay, some of you who are more sensitive, you'll also feel a kind of tingling sensation in your fingers, at your fingertips. Okay, or some of you may also feel that there is something rotating between your palms. Okay, if you have experienced that, share it in the chat box. Okay, now the question is, why do you feel that? So if you look at these pictures on this side, there's a picture of the hand, the palm, and with some kind of things, like rays of light going out. Okay, so your hand has energy centers. Okay, so when you press them and when you do like that, you actually kind of build an energy field around your palms. Okay, so that is what you feel it. So this is a very simple experiment as to feel the energy. Okay, people who did not feel, you may do this experiment when you're free. Just keep doing this, you'll start feeling something. Okay, so once we have this understanding, we can proceed further. Now, if you see the paintings of gurus, rishis, saints, it can be any religion. Okay, they show a kind of light around the head. Have you seen that in any of the painting? Now, this light is not to give some kind of special effect, okay, or to make the photo appear nice. Okay, this light actually exists. If you are very sensitive to energy, some of you can see this also. Around some people, you'll feel like, oh, the face is bright, I can see some kind of light around the head. So this is called as halo. So the halo is a part of the aura. So there is a kind of luminous energy field that exists all around us. Okay, if you study the Upanishads, it's mentioned that the human being is not just the physical body. Okay, there are other subtle bodies. Yeah. So the existence of these subtle bodies, or at least the one of the subtle body, was discovered in the year 1939. Okay, that was done by a Russian scientist. He developed a camera. Okay, so his name is Dr. Simon Kirlian. Himself and his wife, they developed the camera. Okay, so with this camera, you can capture this biomagnetic field around people. Okay, this is commonly known as aura. There are a lot of cameras available now. There are different versions of this camera. Okay, so that shows how this energy body appears. So if you see this picture, this was the photo taken at Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing Foundation of Karnataka. This was long back, like late 90s. Okay, so this patient had diabetes and neurological problems. He had a neuropathy, he had the pricking sensation. So his photo was taken. 10 sessions of pranic healing was applied on this subject. His symptoms reduced partially, and sugar levels also started to reduce. He was not completely healed. He just felt that there's an improvement. And then one more picture was taken, and you will notice this improvement in the energy field. Okay, so when a person is not healthy, the aura can have imbalances. And when a person is more healthy, the aura becomes more or less balanced. In fact, about this aura, even our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, talks about that. There is a video on YouTube where he addresses a group of medical graduates from AIMS. Okay, so he talks about this energy body, and he says he advises the medical doctors to study about this, so that this is the future of health. He says you have to equip yourself with all these information so that you just don't stick to your medical books. Okay, so you should develop a kind of holistic approach towards health. So even the Prime Minister is aware of all these things. Okay, so this energy field is like a mold, So if the energy body gets disturbed, the person can have health issues or psychological issues. By fixing the mold, you can fix the product also. Okay, so that is what we do in pranic healing. So in pranic healing, we try to cleanse the affected parts of the old, used up, or dirty energies, and then we transfer healthy prana to the affected part. So when you do that, the body starts healing faster. Okay, so and that is what you're going to learn in the self-healing workshop, how to heal yourself. I'll just show you an animation as to how this process is done. Okay, so if you observe this video. Physical body will be healthy. So this is the aura around the person. Why it is extremely important to keep the energy body healthy. In case of any disease or physical discomfort in any part of the body. So if you see this picture, say for example, in this case, this person has a knee problem. The knee joint. So there is dirty energy in that part. That the energy body of the knee area is disturbed. That is not normal. By applying pranic healing, when this diseased energy is removed, okay, this technique is called as cleansing. The person suffering from discomfort finds relief and is healed. This may happen in one session, or it may take a few sessions, depending on the severity of the ailment. You can see that the dirty energy is reducing. In pranic healing, we remove this diseased energy from the affected area. This process is called cleansing. When the affected area is relatively clean, then we infuse fresh cosmic energy in this area. This is called as energizing. This process is called energizing. These two basic principles are the very foundation of pranic healing. How is the animation? The animation was good, right? But you don't have to believe all these things. Okay, so let's put this to a test. Okay, so I request any one of you who is not a pranic healer, because I don't want to heal pranic healers. It's already biased. So I want someone who is not a pranic healer to volunteer. If you have a minor pain or discomfort in your body, you can volunteer. I'm going to demonstrate how healing is done. Okay, anyone? If you have a problem, just raise your virtual hand, because physical hand we may not be able to see. I just open the gallery view. I can see. Anyone with a minor pain, discomfort, just raise your virtual hand. Who is a non-pranic healer? Okay, who is that? Priyanka Sharma has raised her hand here in the chat box. Where is she? Where is she in this? Just a minute.
Just make her co-host, Vaibhav, so that way you can.
Yeah.
Easy to see.
I'm just searching her name. Where is it?
Priyanka, can you start your video and maybe unmute yourself?
Yeah, that's better. Priyanka, I found her. Okay, thank you. Yes, you can unmute. Yes, Priyanka, you can talk. I'll just
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Pin your video also. Just a minute. Yeah, you can talk.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Actually, I have a headache.
Which part?
This one. Like
At the back?
Yeah.
So in a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is your pain? 10
it occurs regularly. 1 to, sorry?
1 to 10. In a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain?
It's around 7. It's
around 7. Yeah. Okay. So just keep your hands open. Don't cross your hands. Don't cross your legs. Just be receptive. Okay. Just slightly bend your head forward. Okay. Thank you. Now, what I'll do may look funny to you. Okay. But let's just see what happens. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to feel Priyanka's energy. Okay. So the first technique is to remove the dirty energy. Okay. Now, do not try this at home. This needs training. Okay. Don't imitate. Just observe. So this process is called as cleansing. Sometimes people ask us, how do you do all these things? You know, you don't even touch her, or you don't have to go near her. How does it work distantly? Yes, everything can be done distantly. Today, the whole wireless technology is there. We are in the world of wireless technology. And if you still want to press the TV channels, you belong to a different era. So you can reduce the headache even without touching the person. Okay, that is what pranic healing offers you. Okay, again, don't try this at home because this needs some kind of special training, which in fact Sheetal will talk about after some time. Okay, Priyanka, how are you feeling now?
My head is feeling quite lighter than before.
Okay, that's good. So I feel that much of the dirty energy is gone. So what I'll do is I'll transfer some healthy prana to that affected part. Yes, Priyanka, how do you feel now?
Yeah, it feels good. Thank you, sir.
So in a scale of 1 to 10, can you tell us how much better you feel now?
Actually, it's quite light than before. I'm feeling earlier it was feeling heavier. So it's like a weight hasn't put off my head right now.
So do you think the headache is gone, or has it reduced, or how much do you rate? Earlier you said it was 7.
I think it's
right?
almost gone. It's almost gone. It's around 2 or 3 something.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's really nice.
Thank you so much for volunteering.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was a demonstration of how energy can influence you. You know, it's faster than a painkiller. So the workshop that Sheetal is going to talk about focuses mainly on healing yourself. Okay, in fact, in the lockdown, this is one of the best things, one of the best gifts you all can offer yourselves. Okay, a gift that carries for the rest of your life. Okay, so I'll hand over my the stage to Sheetal. All yours, Sheetal. Go ahead.
Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic demonstration. Of course, I always get excited when I see these things. So this is a really easy thing to learn. Would like to share this with you. Like Vaibhav said, don't try it at home. But what he also means is don't try it at home without training. Once you learn, you can definitely try it at home, and you can learn to heal yourself. You can, bring relief to yourself, like he said, in like few seconds. Okay. Also, we need to be aware of the fact of what this course is going to be about. So I hope you guys excited about knowing what we're going to learn. Yes. So what we're going to learn is about healing gastrointestinal ailments. So anybody ever had a stomach ache or a gas problem? Or an indigestion after going to a party, and then you're like, oh my God, I ate too much, or oh my God, the food didn't suit me, or whatever, something like that, right? So we're going to teach you how to heal yourself for any kind of gastric problems. Of course, another very important one is, vomiting, diarrhea. These are little things that get us a little bit panicky, right? Especially if it happens like in the middle of the night, you're like, oh my God, what do I do? So instead of that, you can just do pranic healing. Okay, so just like Vaibhav showed us, in the demo, we'll teach you how to do it yourself. Next, as he also demonstrated, we will teach you how to heal headaches. Now, there are different kinds of headaches. Sometimes there are stress-related headaches. Sometimes there are migraine-related headaches. Sometimes there are eye strain-related headaches. So there are different kinds of headaches. So we'll teach you how to heal yourself for those kind of headaches. Right now we are in COVID times, and we will also teach you how to heal respiratory ailments like asthma, because these are the people who are sort of more at risk. So I can just tell you for myself, I had asthma from the age of 8, and I think the doctors always used to say you can manage it with medication, with exercise. All of that is great. I was able to manage it, but there came a point where it's now gone. I mean, and it's just amazing because I had allergies and I had asthma, and anywhere I went, I would be worried about dust. And if somebody lighted an agarbatti, there would be a problem. If I went for a wedding and someone was wearing a perfume, I would have an asthmatic attack. If there was besan in my food, a couple of my friends are here, they know, there would be like craziness. I would have like a very severe asthmatic attack. So all that is gone. I have not had a major attack in like many, many moons. So we'll teach you how to heal yourself of that. Then again, the immune system. So we will teach you techniques to strengthen the immune system, which is really important right now, right? We all know that COVID affects more when people have immune disorders. So these are the multiple types of protocols that we will teach you to heal yourself. Apart from that, we will teach you a very interesting exercise. So how many of us want to look young? Yes? Anyone interested in looking younger and younger? No, no, there's no response, Weber, from the group. I don't think they're interested in looking younger. So we will teach you a really fabulous exercise called the Tibetans. And this is a very short series of exercises. It probably takes 5-7 minutes to do. And this is an exercise that actually reverses aging. So you will learn this particular exercise in this fabulous workshop. Then apart from that, we will also teach you two very powerful meditations. One, I think some of you may have done, which is called the Twin Hearts meditation. And the second one is the white light meditation. So these two meditations combined will really help us to solve many kind of issues. Some of us who've done pranic healing for a while, or if you've practiced Twin Hearts before, then you already know that it can be used to solve relationship problems. It can be used to solve financial problems, and of course, health problems, definitely. Right? So with the combination of the white light meditation and the Twin Hearts meditation, I think you will be supercharged. Yeah. So we will teach you these meditations. Then we will also teach you a very powerful yogic method of something called pranic breathing, by which you can kind of energize yourself in a very short time. Like sometimes we have a headache, sometimes we have a backache, or whatever it is, but sometimes we're just not feeling that great, just tired, and there is work to be done. So we will teach you a technique by which, again, in a few minutes, you will feel supercharged. And as Webber was talking about the aura, it will also make your aura very strong. It will make your aura bright. And so you will be able to, do whatever you want to do. I often, say this to people, is like, even if you want to have fun, even if you want to go for a movie, or if you want to go for a picnic, or you want to go, running or jogging, you need energy for that also. So, healing is definitely one part, but also preventive health and also improving our energy levels so we can enjoy our life more, right? Okay. Okay. So I hope you're excited. So I'm really excited. Anyway, so and one more really important thing. So, sometimes we get stuck, right? And sometimes issues happen in life and we get stuck to those, and, we keep thinking of them. And so we will teach you a technique which is called the forgiveness technique, which will help you to kind of, let go of the past, whether it's any kind of, trauma, any fights, and anything in your life that happened which you want to let go of. So we will teach you a fantastic technique, and see, the beauty is that it's not just teaching techniques. We will do it with you. We will do it together. We will experience what it is like, and we will validate whatever we will be teaching you. So you should hopefully be able to feel everything that we are talking about here. Okay. Now, one fantastic thing, of course, is that you can do all of this from the comfort of your own home. In just 8 hours, you can learn all these techniques and you can practice them. The And this is a self-healing workshop, so we would also like you to think about your family members. What happens if you become very young, the anti-aging technique, right? And you become very young and you're able to move on in life. What about the family members? Yes. So to bring your family members along, I would, again, I suggest that you enroll with your family members, everyone together. Everybody learns self-healing. So, you get better, your family members get better. and all of us learn to heal ourselves with all this entire workshop. So just 8 hours, 2 hours per day. Um, and that's it. That's all you need to invest to have a better life. Yes, so that's it. Over to you, Webber. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? Or if there are any questions, then we'll just take the questions.
Okay, so yes, it's an 8-hour workshop, like what Sheetal just mentioned, and it's a very convenient time in the afternoons, like 3:30 to 5:30. We are having this workshop starting from next Tuesday to Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 4 days, 2 hours each day, and it's a practical training. Okay, it's not going to be a theory workshop. Don't think that we'll just teach you everything and tell you to go home and practice. It's not so. You will be practicing along with us. We'll be observing you through the video, and you will experience. It's a practical training that you will have. Definitely, if all your family members are going to learn this, it's a skill that will remain for your life. Okay. For example, in my case, I travel and I teach, and because of the meditations and all that, my body is quite sensitive, especially when it comes to food. Okay, now in India, especially when you travel, how people show their love is by overfeeding you. Okay, I think all of you have experienced that. And especially if there is a spicy food and all, and you can't eat that, you tell them, no, I can't eat so much. They feel that, oh, the food was not good, sir did not like it. So they start thinking like that. So I eat, and I know what will happen to me. And because of the self-healing skills, I heal myself. Otherwise, next day, I'll not be able to teach. I'll be sitting in the bathroom. Okay, so I heal myself and I take care of that. Okay, then even I had experienced certain health issues. I had met with an accident, and I had a ligament tear. Okay, with that, I was supposed to undergo a surgery. My ACL was damaged, and with self pranic healing, I'm able to completely, I overcome that pain, and I go to workouts. Okay, I do weight training without any difficulties. I also do yoga, and I don't have any issues with my knee joint now. Okay, so it has really given me a confidence as to I know that, okay, if I have some kind of ailment, I know how to fix it. Okay, it gives you more confidence. Otherwise, health is something, it makes you completely weak. Like COVID, we never expected that the whole country will lock down like this. Okay, this particular pandemic has made us realize that health is the most important thing in your life, because if you're healthy physically, you can do anything. And next comes your emotional health. Like what Sheetal was telling, if you're stuck with past relationships, you're not able to forgive and let go, you may have wealth, you may be healthy, but you're not happy. Okay, so there are techniques to get you emotionally strong, like the meditation on twin hearts, the forgiveness technique and all that. So with that, I think you'll become emotionally more stronger, balanced. And also the meditations and the breathing techniques that you're going to learn will make you very intelligent, and you'll have clarity in thinking also. So what happens, you have a clear, strong mind, you have an intuitive mind because you do meditation. Obviously, you'll become successful in life. Don't think that pranic healing is just about healing health issues. It's about your life, because energy, the quality and the quantity of energy your aura contains, affects all the aspects of your life, whether it's physical health, emotional health, mental health, or financial health. I will call it as financial health. Okay, so all that is affected by the quality and quantity of energy. Okay, so enroll yourself along with your family members to the upcoming self-healing course, which myself and Sheetal will be guiding next week. And she'll be posting the information through the flyers that she has made and the registration link. And the amount of money you gonna invest in this is less than half of some of your smartphones. Okay, so your smartphone may last for 3 years maximum, and you'll have to change it. And this one is nothing compared to that. It's a skill that you're going to give yourself for the rest of your life. Okay, so the registration link has been posted here, so you can enroll yourself there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have question and answer session now. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. You can unmute and you can talk. Okay, difference between Reiki and pranic healing. The steps are very different. Okay, so in pranic healing, for example, we have protocols. Headache, what you should do. stomach ache, what you should do, how to enhance your immune system. Okay, so there are certain protocols, and pranic healing courses are certified. Even the self-healing workshop that you'll learn will be certified, and the certificate is recognized in all the 140 countries where pranic healing is based. You can do, let's say, first level of pranic healing in India, then you go to US, you can do the second level there. So from trainer to trainer, from country to country, there is no difference. It's all standardized throughout the globe. Okay, so that is another specialty of pranic healing. It's systematized, it's standardized, and the steps are extremely simple and practical. You'll have practical training, because in many of the other healing modalities, it's not just Reiki, but many other healing modalities, the trainers will teach you and they tell you to go home and practice. Okay, when you go home, there's nobody watching you. You don't know whether you're doing it properly or not. Okay, but in the pranic healing workshop, it's a practical training, just like going to a swimming course. The trainer will observe how you swim and he will teach you. So in the same way, pranic healing course is a practical training course, which I really liked about it. Okay, so any other questions?
Yeah, I think that's important to mention because, Master Chokok Sui was an engineer. So often,
Yes.
sometimes when we have people coming to our classes, they're like, this is really technical. So it's not really technical, actually. It's technical, but like Vaibhav said, it's very simple. It's like one by one by one, you just go. We'll be talking about energy centers, where they are located, how to work with them and how to improve, all parts of your life. Definitely. Yeah. So
Any other questions? What about basic pranic healing, please? Any PDF for self-healing? The flyers she's going to share through the WhatsApp. You just have to go through that. Basic course is right now not happening because of the lockdown. It's an offline course. It's not online. It's an offline course where you will learn how to heal others also. Okay. But right now in the pandemic, I think this course is very important for you and your family, because once you start healing your energy centers, your aura, naturally your immunity will go up and you become less vulnerable to diseases and infections. So this is the need of the hour. You can learn this course right now, and maybe once things settle down, I'm sure it will take few months to settle down, okay, with the vaccines coming and all that, then maybe you can attend a basic course. Okay, so but right now this is the course the foundation offers.
I have a short thing to add over here. There was this one friend's family. I was doing healing for his daughter for asthma, and everyone in his family except the girl got COVID. So, when you're taking healing for one thing, or let's say if you're doing healing even for yourself for one ailment, you may find that actually there's an overall improvement in your body. So that's another thing that I just wanted to add. And of course, in this case, the focus is self-healing. And later on, when you do the basic pranic healing workshop in whichever part of the world you are in, or whichever part of the country with your local foundation, then you will learn how to heal others also. So Vaibhav and I both teach in the entire country. So, or the local foundation or the local instructors, of course. Yes, this one is for self-healing. So that's why we're
Next question.
join with your entire family.
So the next question Lina has asked, can it be combined with other medical treatments? Definitely yes. Like I said, pranic healing is a complementary therapy. So the patient should definitely take medicines. Along with that, they do pranic healing so that they recover faster. Okay, the next question is it more related to oneself or others? I mean, healing in this level is oneself. Okay, this is called as self pranic healing course. So this is all about healing yourself. That's why I told that it's not just sufficient that you learn. Also encourage your spouse, your family members to attend the class. So you all register, learn it as a family, because it's required for all. Any other questions? How long one session, 1 or 2 hours? So we have, see, the whole course is for 8 hours. Okay, so we have divided into 4 days, 2 hours each. So it's from 3:30 in the afternoon to 5:30 in the evening. That's the course timings, 11th to 14th May. Yeah. Does pranic healing need attunement like Reiki? No, no such attunements, because we believe that we are all born with the ability to heal. You just have to discover it, and you will discover it when you do the class.
I think the aspect of self-validation and not taking anything blindly on faith is one of the, I think, the strengths of pranic healing, is that you don't have to believe anything that we say unless you feel it yourself, try it yourself, validate it yourself, and feel the improvement in your own life. I can tell you, like for myself, when I came back to India, and I'm actually a graduate of the Wharton School of Business, very finance, very techie. And when I came back and I was like, this is going to work, like that was my attitude. Unfortunately, I regret it now, but I can tell you that that was my attitude. And I only believed it when it worked. So when I get skeptics, then I know where it's coming from. But it works. It works, and you have to try it, and rather than believe anybody. So that's what I would suggest.
Okay, so that's it, I guess. Okay, is it okay if you have no knowledge or awareness? Will you teach from scratch? Of course, this is for people who have no knowledge on anything like healing, chakras, or nothing. You come. In fact, if you don't have knowledge, it's easy for us to teach you. Sometimes people come with a lot of knowledge. They start comparing, and it's like that. So in fact, we tell people, empty your cup. If you want to feel something new, you have to open yourself. So if you don't know anything, you are one of the best candidates. Please come. If you have an open mind, willingness to learn, yes, it's for scratch. It's from scratch. Okay, Sheetal.
Yes. So thank you everyone for joining. And we will looking forward to seeing you 11th to 14th May, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Vaibhav and I will be there. Looking forward to welcoming you and enjoying pranic healing together. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Sheetal. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaibhav.